Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the former MVP Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons as they take on Jacoby Brissett and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, let's get on up to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. For the call, we bring in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Falcons heading out. Matt Ryan leading the way. No quarterback has thrown for more passing yards in the first 11 years of a career than Matt Ryan has. Better than 46,000. Last year, he added 4,900 more to the total, actually 4,924 to be exact, which, by the way, is just 20 yards fewer than his MVP season of 2016. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Here's Ryan. It's complete to Jones. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Let's go. Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And here are the Falcon offensive starters.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
It's Freeman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So with fourth down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him in. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They run with Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And we look now at the offense for Indianapolis.
Ryan Kelly's a great example of how valuable centers have become in the NFL. A former first-round pick, he was plugged in immediately to be a starter to handle big nose tackles as well as blitzing linebackers, and also able to move and get out into the run game and get to the 2nd and 3rd level and deliver blocks.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Many people thought Keanu Neal was overdrafted by Atlanta, but they saw his talents and knew that he would fit their scheme perfectly. A hybrid player, can play deep in the secondary as a safety, can drop down into the box and also make a lot of tackles, and at times can stay on the field and serve a linebacker role as well.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Kenyon Barner deep for Atlanta. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. Oh, what a juke into space. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Even. 4th down. Even. 20. Mike 50. Man, I got you.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Ready. 58. Come on. I'm coming after you.
To throw is Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. His opening drive there last time out looked good for a while. The offense was on the move, but then the pick six.
They were clicking. He was looking good. And, you know, if this was a game played by real human beings, we could get an actual answer. These are virtual guys out there, so we don't know what's going to happen or what actually happened with the miscommunication on that one.
Now Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 71 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mack. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Colts come after it, and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. Touchdown, Colts.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Vinatieri now for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Outside linebacker Justin Houston has made the move from Kansas City to Indianapolis to complement the Colts' young pass rushers with his veteran presence and 4 Pro Bowl appearances. He wants to get to the quarterback just like the young guys and show that those 52 sacks in the last 5 seasons are still on the way.
You got nothing to work. You got nothing.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Matt Bosher now. And remember, he had his first punt blocked. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Check, 59. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Let's get the ball.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Got it complete to Rodgers. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Let's go.
First down, Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Mack, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4, now 1st and 10 again.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Brissett to throw on 1st. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Brissett. Ebron caught left side. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Play fake, Brissett. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it with Mack, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Check.
Ryan finding Julio out wide. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Atlanta.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
The Falcons on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. From From the gun, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Stocker's got it, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Freeman. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On third down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are back within a single score. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Ryan's pass complete to number 11, Julio Jones. Touchdown.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-17. A 10-play drive that time, and the Falcons score to cap it off. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Brissett. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the shotgun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
59, ready. Line 25. That's the way.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. Call it a pickup of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Ryan. This is brought in by Hardy. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Justin Hardy's sort of an undersized guy at 5'10", but he runs physical and he runs tough. In fact, his teammates call him the Wolf because of his special teams play. How about that play right there? Nice job picking up the first down.
Ryan to the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 5 now. Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and goal. Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, the Falcons fly in and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Touchdown, Falcons.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Able to get the pressure, get a paw on it, knock it down, and then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
– 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, Brissett. He'll check this down to Hines. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's got Rodgers. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Brissett now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Brings up
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Again, it's Brissett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. A gain of 22.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
22 yards. That's a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch left, watch left, watch left.
They run again with Hines. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
7-yard gain.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, it's Mack. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Draw play. This is Hines. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Normally that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
Down! Get ready! Right 25! He can't hit. He's not going to get me.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Well, this pass complete. Ryan finding Hardy, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
First down, Falcons.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, Ryan. Complete to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Justin Houston able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another 1st, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Freeman again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of his end zone, Brissett. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw again is Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
But yeah, that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing again, Ryan. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now it's Freeman. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown.
Good job, good job.
Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
Let's see what you got.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Brissett sets to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Come get some. Come on.
Brissett now. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. But now it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the 1st down marker anyway, But boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First down, Falcons.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Let's get it.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kenny Moore. two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time, and that'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On second down, Brissett again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. On the delay, here's Hines. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's get off the field, D.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, Whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Ryan. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 22. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And the Colts coming out now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett, and his throw is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target, and it's 3rd and short. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Brissett on 4th down. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brissett again. They'll run the screen with Mack. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
It's caught by Funchess. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Throwing, Brissett. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Vinatieri's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And an alley to run. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
tight, guys. Double tight.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Ready to go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Tom, get ready. We're ready. Check. He's coming. We got double. Get up.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Ryan wants to throw it. Stocker's got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Mike, you gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You get up.
On first down, Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Freeman. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
All day, every day. 25 tonight.
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Indy.